Hi, I'm Tina Barnott with Pampered Chef. I'd like to welcome everyone who is going to either come on live or watch this later to Stacy's Pampered Chef online holiday shopping party. I'm going to today give you a couple little tips in honor of the fact that today is National Deviled Egg Day. We're going to show you a couple of great products that we can use to make creating deviled eggs so super simple. Number one, I hard-boiled, actually steamed, but hard-boiled, a bunch of eggs, brown eggs, in the Pampered Chef quick cooker probably about 5 days ago. And the great thing about using the quick cooker, number one, the eggs turn out perfect every single time. You don't have to constantly sit there and monitor it. I've been guilty of putting eggs on to boil on the stove with some water and then getting busy about my day and forgetting about them until I smell the rancid, horrible smell of the eggs that have totally overcooked. Water's totally gone, and those all have to go in the garbage. So when I got the quick cooker, the first thing I cooked in them was the deviled eggs, and they turned out perfectly. I've made them several times, perfect every time. But the best thing, because they're not boiled in water and bouncing around and all that stuff, and they're more steamed in the quick cooker, they're so super simple to peel. Like I said, I made these about 5 days ago, maybe 6. I think it was this weekend. And they're so easy to peel. I am going to show you just how simple this is. Let me see if I can get my paper towel within view here. Okay, so we're going to crack it, just smash it a little bit, and then peel. This is like 5 or 6 days ago, and very super simple. Now let me rinse it, add it with the others. Quick rinse. Okay, now here is the Pampered Chef Close and Cut. This is ideal for evenly slicing little cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, grapes. I also use this for, you know, when you get the big fat chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast at the store, they look like they're on steroids because they're really huge on this end, and then they go to about this thick on the other end. Put them in here and slice through them, and you get 2 evenly thickness fillets that cook much quicker and simpler and evenly. But I'm going to show you that they also make short work of deviled eggs. You just put your eggs on the little tray, close it down, and it's spring loaded, so it will basically put it half and half, like half of the spring on top, half of the spring on bottom, so that they're literally centered. And you take your Pampered chef's knife, can you see that really good? And you just stick it in the crack. Do not slice through until you push it all the way down, because now you've got them evenly balanced. And then you just slice through, open it up, perfectly halved eggs to make deviled eggs with. Each one comes out right in the center. You don't have any that are, whoops, that's a little uneven on one side, so on and so forth. They're all perfect. Okay, set that aside. Take my yolks, dump them into my silicone prep bowl. This will take just 1 second. And these silicone prep bowls are really good for mixing things up because, number one, they're microwave safe, they're freezer safe, they're fridge safe, they're dishwasher safe, and they're flexible. So if you're mixing something liquid and you need to pour it into something, it's very, very easy to do. It's a fabulous workhorse in the kitchen. You can do so much in these prep bowls, and they come in a set of 3, 1 cup, 2 cup, and 3 cup. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 eggs, so 8 halves. And I've already measured 3 tablespoons of Miracle Whip into the mini measure-all. The great thing about this is now you just plunger it out. No scraping, no anything like that. And you got all your stuff in there. And I've got some Dijon mustard here, and I'm going to measure it into this little tablespoon. The Pampered Chef tablespoons are flat on the bottom so that they sit on the counter without tipping over. Now I'm going to fill that, shake that up a little bit more, get it down the bottom. Fill that up. A little bit of Dijon mustard. Dump that in the silicone prep bowl also. And I'm going to put just a little bit of garlic and sea salt, fresh ground, in there for some little bit of flavoring. And mix it all together, mash it up really good. And I like my deviled eggs to have a lot of the yolk flavor. I mean, I don't want to add so much of the extra sauces and stuff that it tastes like I've got mayonnaise with a little bit of egg yolk in it. I want it to taste like the egg. So mix it up really, really good. You can use the spoon, you can use one of the whisks, whichever you want. I've got that pretty good. It's still a little chunky, so I'm going to use my mix and, yeah, the scraper, Pampered Chef scraper. I'm gonna get the rest of that out of the spoon, and this is a little more sturdy, so I can really mash it in there. And then I'm going to, then I'm going to put that in our bag and pipe it in to the egg whites. It's very easy to do. Let me get the bag over here and get it ready. I've already loaded this one with the star tip. And just tip it down here like that. And the best way to do this so you don't end up with a mess is to actually set it down into another container with the tip up. And that will keep it from oozing out while you're loading it. And then you just take the scraper, put it down inside, squeeze it off of there, scrape the rest of it out, put it down in there, get all of it out of there so that you don't waste any of it. Then pull up your sleeve, twist it down. I'm doing a small batch, so I gotta get it down to the bottom there. And then let's get this stuff out of the way. Watch how easy this pipes into here. And set these up so that they're not over top of each other. Okay. And just squeeze it down and right into the egg. Boom. Whoops, got my finger in that one. Let go. I don't know if you can see this very good. Is it showing up? It is showing up. Okay, let me get some of this, more of this down into the bottom. Squeeze it in. Boom. And they're very attractive and got the cute little star design going on. Last one. Squeeze that last little bit out of there. There. Now just top it off with a little bit of, oops, I missed one. There's one sitting there in the middle with just a teensy bit in it. I must have skipped right over him and not realized I hadn't put any in him. There's just happens to be enough in there in the bottom, it looks like. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's some in there. And a little bit more to this one. And a little bit more to this one. There. Now just top it off with a little bit of paprika. Whoops! Too much paprika on that one. Get that extra off of there. That was a lot of sprinkles, but the rest turned out really good. Let me get a towel. Okay. Now, check out this gorgeous deviled egg. And what'd that take? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Maybe? Something like that. Very quick, very simple. We have the close and cut for perfect, even, halved eggs with the chef knife. The measure all is great for measuring. So I showed you how to do it with something that you wanted to like plunger out, but then on the other side, this goes for both dry and liquid. You can actually measure, this is the little petite one, and you can do up to 4 tablespoons. So if you wanted to do, you know, something liquid that you didn't need the plunger for, water, milk, whatever, rather than try to use these little tablespoons for, you know, oh, there's 1 tablespoon of water, 2 tablespoons of water. You can actually fill this up to 4 tablespoons. It's got the markings right on the side of it there, and then just pour it in. Pour it in. What else did I use? The mix-in scraper. This is the little one. The measuring spoons, which sit flat. And then this bag, decorating bag set, is awesome. It comes with 2 different size tips. So this is for the smaller tips, this is for the bigger tips, and then it also has all these various attachments. This would be the ring set that you would use for the smaller bag. So this goes into the bag with one of the decorator tips in it. Obviously that's not the right, oh, sorry. Doing it backwards. Okay, so you put the decorator tip, and then you put the tip on the outside of the bag. Run it in down to the bottom. Fish it through. Booyah. And then you take this over the top and screw it on. And then you just put your stuff in there and pipe it out. Set comes with both the large one and the small one. You get the star tip. You get the flat tip. It's so hard to see it in here. Can you see through that? You get the little writing tip for the little ones, the little writing tip. And then for the bigger ones, you get the big star tip that I used here. Then you get this tip here. Can you see that? It's so hard. It's like booyah. No, well, you kind of see it. It's got a zigzaggy design on it. Then you got the big round tip, and then there's this long tapered rounded tip. And they come with this cute little carrying pouch that you can store them in. And that's it. Very quick, simple, easy deviled eggs. Cheers, happy deviled eggs day.